Attention passionate Green Bay Packers fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Green Bay Packers' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Green Bay Packers fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends and Green Bay Packers fans. Let's get to the news. The latest buzz swirling around the NFL, and particularly in the NFC North, is centered on a potential blockbuster trade that could shake up the entire landscape of the division. Rumors are swirling about the Green Bay Packers making a bold move to acquire Devon Witherspoon from the Seattle Seahawks, and if it happens, it could be one of the most impactful trades of the offseason so far. Now let's break down what's happening, why it matters so much for the Packers, and what this could mean for their Super Bowl ambitions. First, it's important to understand the context. The Seahawks, sitting at 7-8, are in a bit of a rebuild mode. Their secondary has struggled significantly this season, allowing an average of 230 passing yards per game, which is a clear sign that something needs to change. Geno Smith's quarterback rating of 84.6 is decent but not elite, and the Seahawks are spending around $24 million on their defensive line. Their secondary, however, has been a liability, especially after injuries to key players and inconsistent performances. Witherspoon, a versatile and highly talented cornerback, has been a bright spot for Seattle. He's been making plays all season, totaling 68 tackles, 3 interceptions, and 14 pass defenses, with a stellar 87.4 grade from PFF. His EPA per target is at 17, indicating he's making a significant impact when he's on the field, and his tackle win rate of 89% demonstrates his effectiveness in one-on-one situations. Now, Witherspoon's career stats are impressive: 5 interceptions, 120 tackles, and a solid 86. 1 overall PFF grade. He's been hampered by an ankle injury in Week 6, which sidelined him for 1 game, but overall, he's shown durability and high-level performance. His skill set reminds some analysts of Darius Slay's trade in 2020, which significantly boosted the Eagles' turnover numbers and turned their secondary into a real threat. The Seahawks, however, are cautious about letting go of Witherspoon because losing him would weaken their coverage by approximately 19%. And that's a huge concern given their division rivals like the 49ers, who can exploit that vulnerability. For the Packers, this potential trade is seen as a game-changer. Acquiring Witherspoon would instantly strengthen their defensive backfield, which has been somewhat inconsistent this season. The Packers are projected to gain around 4 additional interceptions per year with his addition, and their pass-allowed yards per game could drop from 210 to roughly 180. That's a huge boost for a team that's been looking to tighten things up on defense. In addition, Witherspoon's versatility would complement the already solid Alexander, who has an 88. 2 PFF grade and 4 interceptions this year. Together, they could form a formidable duo capable of curbing the league's best receivers and making life much tougher for opposing quarterbacks. The Packers have been working on improving their run defense as well, and the addition of a player like Witherspoon, who is known for his open field tackling, improving tackles in open space by 18%, could be the piece that pushes them over the top. This move isn't just about boosting the defense. It's about positioning themselves strongly for a deep playoff run. The odds for the Super Bowl have shifted from plus 800 to plus 450 in favor of the Packers, indicating that the betting markets see this as a serious move that could propel them into serious contention. Witherspoon's ability to cover elite wide receivers in the playoffs, breaking drives with timely tackles and forcing turnovers, makes him a true X-factor. His presence could make the difference in tight postseason games, especially against teams with high-powered passing attacks. If we look at the broader picture, the Packers are clearly aiming to become unstoppable on defense. Their secondary has often been a point of vulnerability this season, but with Witherspoon, they'd have a player capable of shutting down some of the league's best receivers. His addition could also ease the workload for other defensive backs, allowing them to play more aggressively and take risks, knowing that Witherspoon can handle his side of the field. On offense, the Packers continue to rely on Jordan Love's development and their offensive line's protection, but a stronger defense could help them control games better, extend drives, and keep their opponents' offense off the field. Of course, the Seahawks are somewhat hesitant about trading Witherspoon, especially with the trade deadline approaching on November 4th. They're aware of his importance to their future plans, but they're also in a position where they need to rebuild quickly and get value for a player of his caliber. The trade, if it happens, would be a high draft pick, likely a first-round selection, which the Seahawks could use to reload their roster or address other needs. The NFL trade deadline is always a hectic time, and the urgency to make moves can accelerate decisions, especially when a team like Seattle recognizes that they might not be in playoff contention this season. For the Packers, this isn't just about adding another player, it's about signaling their intent. They are clearly serious about contending for a Super Bowl, and they're willing to make bold moves to do so. The coaching staff and front office have been emphasizing the importance of building a well-rounded roster, and a move for Witherspoon would send a clear message to the entire league. It's a statement that Green Bay is committed to winning now, not just building for the future. As fans, we know the NFC North is one of the most competitive divisions in the NFL, with the Vikings, Lions, and Bears all vying for supremacy. But if the Packers pull off this trade, they could significantly alter their division standing. The Lions have been showing impressive offensive firepower, and the Vikings are always tough when healthy, but a lockdown corner like Witherspoon could tip the scales in Green Bay's favor, especially in close division games. The Packers have already been performing well in 2023, sitting at 9-5-1, and a defensive upgrade like this could be just the boost they need to make a serious push toward the postseason and beyond. Now, let's not forget that the NFL is a league where everything can change in an instant. Injuries, unexpected performances, and last-minute trades all influence the playoff picture. But right now, the buzz around Green Bay's front office and the potential acquisition of Witherspoon is generating a lot of excitement among fans. It's a move that could define the Packers' season and reshape their championship ambitions. The team has been steadily improving on both sides of the ball, and this kind of strategic upgrade could be the final piece that turns their promising season into a deep playoff run. Fans are hopeful that this deal will come to fruition, as it would bring even more excitement and hope to Lambeau Field. To sum up, the possible trade of Devon Witherspoon from the Seahawks to the Packers has all the ingredients of a blockbuster move. It's about strengthening the secondary, boosting the team's chances in the playoffs, and sending a message that Green Bay is all in on chasing another Super Bowl. The Seahawks may be cautious, but if the deal happens, it could be one of those defining moments that fans will talk about for years to come. The NFC North is already one of the most competitive divisions in the league, but with this kind of upgrade, the Packers could be the team to beat, making their path to the Super Bowl even clearer. And now, Green Bay Packers fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and TO, the Green Bay Packers. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Green Bay Packers news.